want to teach you today another strategy for teaching to an audience. And one thing we can think about is who our audience is, what questions they might have, like what they want to learn about, which is kind of the thinking we did yesterday. But also, another thing to make sure we're not writing boring books is we want to make sure our readers can picture what we're telling them in their minds. So, really strong writers write in a way that helps the reader picture what they're talking about. I called my mom because she has an amazing guacamole recipe. And I was like, Mom, can you help me make this guacamole? I want to make it. And she was like, okay, yes. And she said one of the most important things is that you have a really good avocado. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to go to a store. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I'm just going to look for a good avocado. Like, is it going to have the word good written on it? Like, how do I figure out what a good avocado is? Thankfully, if my mom was writing a book, she wouldn't just say, find a good avocado. She would explain and help me picture it in my mind. So I was talking to her on the phone. She started explaining to me how to find a good avocado, what it looks like. So I could picture it in my mind and then head on over to Trader Joe's and find a good avocado. So she was like, the outside should be like green and a little bit of brown and bumpy. And when you squeeze it, it shouldn't be really firm where you can't squeeze it at all. And it shouldn't be like mushy. It should just kind of be like right in the middle, like a little bit soft. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I don't just know what to look for, I know what to feel. I know how it's going to feel. I was able to picture it in my mind. And in my opinion, I got the perfect avocados. When I sliced it open, it was beautifully green, no brown. It was wonderful. And it was soft enough that I could cut through it. And it made amazing guacamole. Writers, what my mom did was help me picture what I should be looking for. And that's something we want to do in our writing. We want to help whoever is reading our book picture in their mind what we're talking about. And one way we can do that is by explaining with details. My mom didn't just say, well, at first she did. She said, go find a good avocado. And then I was like, Mom, I don't know what that is. And so then she explained with details. So I want to show you because I was working with a student and they were writing about Spider-Man and they had this statement. And I was like, I feel like this would be a good thing to try with this statement. So I'm going to share my screen, hopefully. Let's see if I can do it. And you should see the text about Spider-Man. So we have Spider-Man can shoot webs out of his wrists. And I was like, yes, that is a fact. Spider-Man can shoot webs out of his wrist. But I was like, I wonder if someone reading this would kind of be like a little bored by this. Like, yeah, I know Spider-Man can shoot webs. Like, make it more exciting. How can we make it more exciting? We can try our strategy today to teach an audience. Help readers picture information by adding descriptions. Okay, so I asked the student, how can we describe the webs that come out of Spider-Man? And they were like, sticky, and it's long, and they're white. And I was like, awesome. How can we add this into our writing? So then the student said, Spider-Man can shoot long and sticky white webs out of his wrists. Writers, do you see how this kind of boring sentence just got even better because we added descriptions? We described what the webs look like. If you're talking about baking, you can describe what the batter should look like when it's ready. You can use this in any kind of writing. So today, when you go back to your spot for writing, I want you to first just find a part in your book where you're just going to reread what you've already written and see, do I just have kind of like boring information? It's okay if it is. But see, and what am I just saying? Is it just kind of boring? Am I just saying like, oh, Spider-Man can shoot webs out? Or is there a place where I can add in more details and describe what something looks like, what something feels like, what something sounds like? See if there's a place where you can add that into your own writing today to make it even stronger. Writers, I know you can do this. I know we are not going to be writing boring books in second grade. And one way we can do that and ensure that we're not writing boring books is to add more description and details. So try this in your writing today and see if that works for you. You can even talk to your writing partner and say, am I describing this well? Like, am I really describing what avocado looks like? Am I really describing how to shoot a 3-point shot? Am I describing it well? You can ask your partner and use your writing partner for that. All right, writers, have a great writer's workshop today. Off you go.